Hey guys, it's Robin. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, I'm going to start off today's show with a review of a Transformer that I got from the local all-knowing toy store. A store that does like all kinds of toys, collectibles, that sort of thing. This one is a Transformers one, and it is Soundwave. And for any of you who know me well, Soundwave is my favorite Transformer. In fact, in previous shows, I showed my Soundwave t-shirt, and I think I've done Soundwave wallpapers before on Wallpaper Wednesday. This Transformer comes with a stand. And then there's a little thing that goes on the stand. Comes with a fold-out laser beak. Oh, you can see that. So it folds out. There's the little feet. Again, oh, you can see it. And then, of course, it folds into a cassette, which will go inside Soundwave. This is what Soundwave looks like when he's in his normal mode. I will attempt to transform him here for everybody to see. It's solid metal, which is really nice. I don't know if you can kind of hear it. Overall, pretty good. The only one thing that I would say about this toy is that it doesn't stand very well on the stand. Here, I'm going to try. There's a foot there. I'm going to try to transform him so you can see. There's the hands. It doesn't stand very well on the stand. Besides that, I would give this toy a pretty good review. Probably, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. At 8 out of 10 for the actual overall the toy. The packaging was pretty good that it came in. I'll give that probably, again, an 8. The biggest failure would be just its the ability to stand, which I'd give like a 3 or something on that. So overall, 8 out of 10 on this Soundwave. It articulates pretty good. Actually, another real cool thing is that if I can just open this up here. The batteries, which are on the back of Soundwave, those are actually his little guns that go on his shoulder. And then the gun that would be held in his hand. So that's pretty cool too. So yeah, for quality, I'd probably give it about a 7. 8 out of 10 for packaging. The actual look too, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. So overall, 8 out of 10 for this Soundwave, which is partly taken apart now, which I'll have to put back together later. Alright, moving on after that little review. Not my best, I must admit. But today's Geek Girl is Olivia and D&D. So, she's been quite busy recently. In fact, she was just in a movie that came out on Friday called Magic Mike, and also yesterday was her birthday, so I figured today would be the perfect time to slot her in on the list. In case you're not too familiar with her, she grew up in the States, lived in Tokyo for a while when she was younger. She does a lot of modeling work. She's been on Nike, Pepsi, a few other companies' campaigns. Probably most well known for her time on Attack of the Show on G4 TV, a show just looking at a lot of like tech and video games and that sort of thing. Major geek girl. She goes to conventions all the time. In fact, one of the Comic-Cons she was at a few years ago, she went through a series of like costumes, cosplay costumes. She did like Leia, Wonder Woman, Lara Croft, the standard ones, and turned quite a few heads. In fact, overall, it's very geeky, and I think one of the reasons that she made my list is that she is one of the few geek girls who have those supermodel type looks, and really just goes to show that you don't, it's not necessarily that you're unattractive or that you wear geeky clothes or anything like that. She has the supermodel looks, but yet she's still a geek through and through. Alright, to wrap things up, I'm going to ask a new question. And this week's question is for all of you who play Dungeons & Dragons. If you don't play Dungeons & Dragons, I'm sorry. Ask another question. Ask your friends questions. Ask me questions. That'd be great. Ask me questions in the comments or on the blog or Twitter or Facebook or whatever. But today's question is, which version of Dungeons & Dragons do you like? So do you like anything older than 3? Or sorry, 3.5? So like 3, 1, 2, anything like that. Do you like 3.5? Do you like 4? Do you like Pathfinders, which is not technically speaking Dungeons & Dragons, but same difference? Or I guess you could always just say you've just never played it before. So yeah, let me know down here in the comments by that little like button, press. And on the blog too, of course the poll will be up. Alright, well until next week, so say we all.